Ladies and gentlemen, it's that special time of the day. It's the best time of the day. You now locked and loaded with your main man Mondig and my dog Troy King. Pipe down and turn this up, man. Yeah. Third eye open. Focus, yeah. Rollin' my tree, just smoking. Everything potent. Say what I want, no glucose, no sugar coating. I break it down, I do my history. Plus I'm the truth and I'm super sharp mentally. Boy, I'm a god, you not seeing me physically. Plus I stop you, I'm talking about literally. Me and my shorty so dope, see the chemistry. Work for what we got, hustle hard a lot. Y'all can never take this energy. Writing on the wall, plus I'm still a dog. Half of it I don't let you see. Rock a kufi with the shades on, dog. Nobody coming after me. It might be an actual casualty.
Yo, what's good with y'all? Hey. That work last night, pause. That was some good work. Hey, Errol. Before we get into all that, y'all know what it is. Welcome to the channel. All of that, blah, 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 blah. Troy Killertainment King, a.k.a. Creno de Chivo, a.k.a. Hamza, the saucier, the garlic butter gangster with the most gratitude. Shout out to the Most High, all of that. You know what I mean? Raw, the energy. I would like to say that last night was some good work, and we just gonna break it down off rip. I'm not even on here to hold you. Danny Garcia, as I stated in the videos I made before, his feet are more athletic than Mikey Garcia's, but not as athletic as Sean Porter's. And that's the problem with what happened last night. So when Errol was jabbing, he was jabbing from a certain range because Danny Garcia is shorter. So when he was jabbing from that range, it was hard for Danny Garcia to close the distance coming forward. And then when Errol was coming forward as the tall man, he used the jab coming forward. So that means that the person is shorter than you going backwards. He can't even jab with you because you pushing him back behind a longer jab. Do you understand that? So that's what was giving Cousin so many problems, because he would use the feet to come in with the jab on Danny relaxed. And then as soon as what Danny would try to get off, he would take a couple steps back. And I noticed that that's what he was doing because Chris Van Heerden on the interview has said Errol Spence wears on you because every time you try to come in, he take a couple steps back. But then he's in range enough to hit you. You know what I mean? So that makes it very hard to get off. You have to have a certain speed of footwork. So that's what made Sean Porter a lot easier. Let me get my hoodie. That's what made it a lot easier for Sean Porter to get closer to Errol because his footwork. You know, Sean Porter was coming in like this. Like that's quick. Like that's not just taking your time. You really... And then Danny Garcia can't come in that quick. He kind of like this. And then he forget to move his feet with him. You got to step when you throw your punches. Bang, 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 bang. You can hear my feet moving. Danny Garcia, I got to break. Got to take a break. That was 3 minutes. We're going to take a break. Hey, Anthony Yard lost. He got to get new trainers. We just taking a break real quick. My man Yard, hey bro, you gotta get new trainers. Hold on, I gotta get a drink. I'm in a corner. What do y'all think? Little smoothie. I'm going over the instructions in my head from the Most High during the break. Hold on, we'll let y'all see the break. All right, like I was saying, when Danny Garcia trying to close the distance with Errol, even just coming forward, whether it's punches or not, his feet is not good at going forward. You know what I mean? Like, that's not the same with like Bud. You know what I mean? Bud is got fast feet going forward, backward, left, west, and east, and he good on his pivot, cause he a boxer. So, but or don't get me wrong, Errol Spence looked it great, bruh. He looked it great for coming off of everything that he came off of. Man, I'm happy that he got in there and didn't get hurt. Like, that's not a good thing. I want to see the man. I want the man to make his money and be big. Hey Errol, I still got to get some work with you, so I'm not tripping. Whenever, you know what I mean, you ready, let me know. You know, I might, if you fight Bud, I might go get some work with you and Bud. 4 weeks with Bud and 4 weeks with you. Pause. You know what I mean? And then come on here to tell y'all how it's gonna be. Wouldn't that be crazy lit? See, this is why you gotta keep it just 100. Like, I keep it 100 on my page. I'm not on here to be bashing fighters and doing none of that. If I say you need to work on something, that's because I want to see you be the best, bro. Like, that's just it. Like, and oh yeah, another thing. Even though I'm segueing into the round, that was just me using the jab real quick. But back to the power punches. Danny Garcia does have decent defense last night, and that's what kept him from really getting like totally like beat up. Not to mention that Errol is not like a known power puncher. Like, he put a lot of punches together. We noticed that he threw like 1,000 against Mikey Garcia. You know what I mean? So I feel like Danny, it wasn't about busyness or nothing with Danny. First, it's what you do inside and outside the ring. I told you, they had like reached out to me to be in training camp with Danny Garcia. Now you gotta know, like, if I'm vegan now, I'm vegan. Like alkaline vegan. I cook my food. I eat every day. I weigh 148 as a vegan, and I'm 5'8" and a half. I'm Danny Garcia's size. You know what I mean? And I'm vegan. That's the part I really want y'all to realize. I don't eat no meat, no dairy. All I eat is whole foods, and I walk around at 148. So that's what I'm saying. If I wasn't, my body would be much bigger and more filled out. Oh, gotta take a break. Now let me meditate real quick. No, I'm just playing. We ain't gonna be on here long. I'm just gonna hit y'all with these bars real quick. Who else fought while we taking a break? Martin Murray. I ain't really get to see that chat. Oh, on that card last night, did you see dude get hit with that check hook? Boom! See, that's how you turn a shot over, and all 4 knuckles, bang, split his lip. That is literally, listen. That is the definition of getting your pack busted. That's it. He got his pack busted. His pack, no man literally was but. All right, we back to the Danny Garcia. Another thing I noticed, like what I told y'all in the past videos, is Errol was staying busy with the jab to keep Danny's jab busy. You know what I mean? I see Errol, he didn't do that one of the fights, but this fight he was doing it. You can do it by using a jab, like, you just touching it out there. Or you could do it by just pawing like this. What that's called is tying up the jab hand. See, I'm left-handed, so I like to tie up the jab hand. Now, when you already the smaller guy, I was just talking to Danny Garcia and talking about me being an actual welterweight and being in the camp. I would have did that to Danny Garcia and showed him how difficult it is on a lefty to get inside when he constantly is doing this. Like, That's called tying up the jab hand. If you didn't know that, hold, let me make sure I could see. That's called tying up the jab hand when you like this. Like, if when you do that, a right-hander can't really do nothing. He got to start doing the same thing because he's jockeying for position. So once the right-hander and the left-hander both tie the arms up like this, then it's my hand against your hand. And you can see Errol Spence keep running that long left to the guts. Like, that's good. But what he should have did was, after you do that, you go bang, you step through, and then you bring a long hook and then a straight right. Which he did do one time, but he went on Danny. And that's what started to break Danny. But Danny, he was trying to stand like this and let Errol keep dictating his jab on his hand. Like, that ain't gonna do nothing, Danny. Like, you, that's why I begged to be in the camp. Like, I was begging because I knew what I was gonna do. And everybody was already hit me, was like, he ain't had no brothers in the camp. Like, Danny, man, how you fighting somebody black and you not sparring nobody black? Like, are you stupid? Come on, Danny. Daniel. Daniel. Come on, bruh. Like, you really got, oh, I wasn't even supposed to be drinking during a round, but I'm trying to figure out 10 seconds left. Danny, what was you thinking? You should have had me in camp. Like, this is, I'm a good ear. I'm a good voice in camp. I know boxing. Side note, don't get me wrong. I love Angel Garcia. I love Briscoe, but I start boxing as an adult, and I've been boxing as an adult. And I could pay attention to boxing all day as an adult because I work for myself. I could study boxing all day. I didn't box when I was stopped. Like, no, I'm not trying to dog no guy, none of the guys that was in this corner, but you boxed till you was 15 and your eyes wasn't good. So you had like, come on, man. Just getting in there, fighting with your hand down, flicking a jab. Yeah, all of that was good. You was looking good, boxing, shooting it straight right, looking sweet. But the things that you didn't do was tie up the jab hand so that would keep Errol's jab at bay. Errol was doing it to you, and I said it in the past film study. Those are the things that need to be done. So now we back. So if Errol or Terrence do fight each other, man, I'm gonna be going to one of the places so I can get some work. But besides that, it was a good fight. Errol showed, like, Errol was better. Remember, I said it in the film study. If you watch the film study of Errol Spence or Danny Garcia, Errol was a better amateur than Danny Garcia. He was an Olympian. So some of those things you learn in the amateurs is tying up the jab hand or keeping a jab hand busy, shooting the long left hand to the guts, using your range, using in and out movement. Like, that in and out movement literally is what threw Danny off. He didn't walk him down for 12. He used in and out movement. For example, once again, Errol would be going here. And then when Danny would come, he would go, and Danny that good, that fast at coming forward. And that would leave Danny missing. And then Errol would still be in range, and he would just take a half step back in and go pop, 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 pop. And then Danny would try to come in again. Step back. That right there, Danny can't do nothing with that. That's why he didn't have the right people in his camp. Like, listen, I get it. Jose Vargas, he fast and all that, but he ain't tall. He don't have the ranginess. He got the in and out movement, but it's different when a real welterweight hitting you like me. Like, that's the point I'm trying to say. Like, I'm a real welter. Like, listen, if you there to just get paid, bro. Like, I get it, but if you really was trying to win, but I knew when somebody don't call me for camp, Because I sent them pictures of me and Danny at the Andre Berto 2 and Berto camp. Like Andre Berto and Victor Ortiz 2. I sent him a picture of me and him. It was me, him, and then the nigga Ego was standing right there. It's on the joint. Like, it's on my ground. You know what? Let me show y'all real quick. It's 40 seconds left in the round. Don't trip. We just cruising now. I'm going to show y'all some info real quick. This grind be taking all day, man. Load these pictures up on here, bro. There's 10 seconds left. I'm going back when I was, we was in LA. It's break time. That was me in Philly getting work. Hold on, I'm looking for it. Just relax. Sheesh. I'm getting to the work. Got a lot of pics in here. But yeah, man, I felt like that in and out movement is what bothered Danny. And you gotta be able to know how to neutralize that. Like, you gotta be in camp working on your footwork constantly. Like, constantly. Not taking, you know what I mean? As much as you can fight going backwards, you gotta be able to fight coming forward. You got to. It's very important. Because if you don't know how to step coming forward, somebody will box your ears off. And Errol boxed Danny's ears off. His ears was off. His ears sitting on his couch listening to what I'm telling him to do. Listening to what I'm saying. Danny, bro, you gotta spar harder people, man. Like if you trying to win, you trying to win. Errol, you keep doing what you doing. Cause I want to see you in there with Bud. I want to see it. I'm sparring one of y'all, so I need some work. I need some wizard. Hold on, I'm looking for the pictures. Looking for the pictures, man. Trying to show y'all, man. You know, I like to have receipts. What they call them, receipts. You gotta have receipts. You wanna have a receipt. My mom used to always tell me, "Hey, don't leave the store without a receipt in the bag." Did y'all mom ever say that? Like, I ain't never get it now, but now I get it. Don't leave this joint without a receipt or a bag. And you gotta remember too, like, I get it. Somebody's asking to come to camp. Like, what is dude on? Like, why do he want to be a sparring partner so bad? Like, it's not that I want to be a sparring partner. It's just that I like to get competitive real work. And I want to see where I'm at according to where Danny at. You know what I mean? He do this for a living. I do this because I love it. It's a difference. That's a bar. That's different. Like, he literally does boxing for a living, and I'm doing boxing because I love it, and it's way different. Because when you love boxing and you love yourself, you look at boxing totally different. You wanna hit every aspect of it. Like you wanna make sure you cover all ground. Because you wanna be good. You're not doing it to get paid or just do it so you can survive in there for 12 and not get stopped. So your stock don't go down. Like, yeah, I know what they doing, but it's clown business because you're not trying to win for real. You got to be trying to win, dog. I felt like he gave up in like the 7th round. But then, like in the 12th, he started throwing crazy hard shots. Like, you got to be doing that from round 1. And if you get tired, you get tired. That's meant to be. What's meant to be is meant to be. But you didn't put it all out there, bro. Like, you got to put it all out there. You have to put all of it out there, dog. Once you put it all out there and you lose, you be satisfied with that. Whether you get stopped or not, then you go down for real as a legend. Because they going to see like, dang, dog, he going hard. And if it's meant for you, then you get to stop somebody. Or you get the W. But that wasn't the same Danny I seen in there with Lucas Matisse. Like, he realized what it was. And it really came off of Errol's foot movement and not letting Danny get the shots off. Like, he got some off. He hit him with some overhands and he hit him with some decent hard shots. And one thing I did notice I want to say is a lot of, like, Errol, when he get hit to the body, like, Errol, when you get hit to the body, bro, you can't be doing this. Like, that's not how you get out of the way. You use your elbows to block the shots. But when you get hit to the body, you don't want to be. I feel like he can't take it to the body or something. You know what I mean? I don't know. Like, it was weird. If y'all just watched the fight, just notice, like, every time he got hit to the body, he kept, like, flopping down a certain way. Like, I was like, man, why he keep doing that? Like, you know, those body shots. Usually when people could take good head punches, you go to the guts. Like, I didn't know why Danny didn't do that. He should have put more emphasis on, like, jabs and then going downstairs for real. Ripping to the body. Like, hard. Like, and then coming upstairs afterwards. Like, that's very important. Hold on, I'm looking for this picture. Man, I got like 1 trillion pictures in this phone, dog. But hey, well, let me know what y'all thought about the fight. Let me fix the compute you. Let me know what y'all thought about the joint. Thought it was a pretty good fight. I feel like Danny could have did more, of course. But you got to work on what you're supposed to be working on. Boxing ain't no joke. Like, it's hard in there. And when he seen that, he was just like, I'm just gonna get this guap real quick, not get stopped, and call it and keep going. Like, all right, look, this the pick right here. Like, y'all see this? That's me and Dennis in there, dog. Like, and that's when I was big. That's when I was 170. So imagine me sparring Danny at 170, but now that I'm vegan, imagine me sparring him now, like when I'm way quicker, way lighter on my feet. Man, what? And I'm the same strength I was when I was 170. Like, y'all see that? Like, come on, man. I'm telling you. That's why I was just trying to get up in there. Pause. Definitely pause. Just up out of here. Like, get you out of here. Like, just to show y'all, like, my height in reference to somebody who looked tall on TV when they boxing. Like, some of these cats be looking mad tall, then when you really see him, you be like, he ain't that big. Like, I'll stop him for real. He ain't big like that. Pause. Like, he ain't got enough body mass. Like, I can tell. Like, I've been lifting weights for a long time. So, like, even though I'm a welterweight size, my body is more dense. I know y'all understand what I'm saying. So, like, I'm even though I'm the size of a welterweight, like, my body mass index compared to my body fat and all of that, not to get too technical on y'all, but I'm pretty dense. You know what I mean? I don't have like a lot of fat. I'm mostly all muscle. Pause. Especially from going down from 170 and then turning vegan, that made a lot of difference, because what happened was my body started using all the stored fat that I had in there for energy. And then I start detoxing the excess mucus, because it don't matter if it's mucus, fat, plaque, it's all yellow, it's all fat. When you having too much of it in your body, especially visceral fat, it goes all in your intestines. Your intestines in your brain is already made out of a fatty substance. So you don't need those high concentrated fats and proteins in there on top. What's already going on in there is going to cost too much. Sea moss, green juice. You know what I mean? That's it for today. Go work with Errol. Both of y'all need to work on y'all feet. Listen, quick drill for y'all. Remember, boxing is mathematics. It's a square circle. You go frontward, back. I'm left-handed, so north, south, west, east. Pivot in a circle. You practice that all the time. Then you take your head the same way. Now your head go, this is north. Your head goes south, west, east. Look, south, north, north, south. So look, if I'm this low and somebody punch and I go like this, and they punching at my face when it's right here, and I stand up like this, then the punch is gonna be right here. And then I hit him with a check hook. So I can go up, that's north. So, but you don't wanna hold north, that's standing too tall. You wanna already be bent. But you can go up, up. See, that's me going up, moving my head different ways. Up, You can roll both ways. You can roll in, roll out. See how I roll in, but I didn't get over my knees? I rolled in right here. I rolled back out. Like, those are the things you could work on, but you got to do those things. You don't just be hitting mitts. Boom, boom, boom. Standing right there. The person who hitting mitts got to be moving with the mitts. Making you go pop, 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 pop. See all them steps I just took in that little area? Those are the things that make you get better at boxing. Like, no cap. That's why I be asking to get in camp. So when they see how fluid I throw, and I just tell them, man, all I do is shadow box a lot. I shadow box so my feet can move, and I actually do it the correct way. No, that's my style. No, I don't care what style you got. You got to step with your punches. That's just it. You heard the timer go off. Don't hate. Show all love. Comment, subscribe. Hit the Cash App, the Venmo. $ Cuerno de Chivo with a K. $ or at Cuerno de Chivo. It's good, man. We eating. Good work with Errol, the Truth, Spence Jr., and Danny Garcia. Hey, Danny Garcia, this the last time I'm going to tell you, bro. Don't ever be fighting somebody black and not sparring somebody black. That makes absolutely no sense whatsoever. Like, people was hitting me from Philly saying he don't have no brothers in his camp. You done off of that. And vegan diet, veganality. Ron Tavius is not even here right now. I want to apologize for flipping out on my man Ron Tavius, but I can't have you cutting off the camera, like, you know what I mean? I'm trying to swag, you know what I mean? Gotta just be focused and paying attention. All right, I gotta go. It's time to read books. We out.